Hello everyone, how are you? I hope all of you are keeping fine and safe. Students, look at the picture in front of you. What can you see? Yes, it's a colorful rainbow. As you all know, a rainbow is formed when the rain stops and the sun shines brightly in the sky. Then a rainbow appears in the sky. And as we know, there are 7 colors in a rainbow. Let's read the name of these colors one by one. Violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. Now, let us read the poem. The name of the poem is The Rainbow Fairies by L.M. Hadley. Two little clouds, one summer's day, went flying through the sky. They went so fast, they bumped their heads, and both began to cry. Old Father Sun looked out and said, "Oh, never mind, my dear. I will send my little fairy folk to dry your falling tears." One fairy came in violet and one wore indigo. In blue, green, yellow, orange, red, they made a pretty row. They wiped the clouds' tears all away, and then from out the sky, upon a line that sunbeams made, they hung their gowns to dry. Now let us understand the poem line by line. Two little clouds, one summer's day, went flying through the sky. So, one summer day, it was a summer season, and two little clouds, they were flying in the sky. They were appearing and moving in the sky. They went so fast, they bumped their heads, and both began to cry. So they were moving so fast that they bumped means they hit each other on their head and they both started crying. Students, even if you get hurt, even you cry. In the same way, when they got hurt, they started to cry. Old Father Sun looked out and said, now this old Father Sun came up in the sky, looked at them crying, and he told the clouds, "Oh, never mind, my dear. Never mind means do not worry, my little clouds. I will send my little fairy folk. I will send my fairy people. Folk means people. To dry your falling tears. To wipe away all your tears. To wipe the tears of the cloud. To dry them off." One fairy came in violet and one wore indigo. In blue, green, yellow, orange, red, they made a pretty row. Means the first fairy wore a violet dress. The second wore an indigo dress. Third wore a blue dress. Fourth wore a green dress. Fifth wore a yellow dress. Sixth wore an orange dress. And seventh wore a red dress. So in this way, all the 7 fairies, they appeared in the sky in their colorful gowns. They made a pretty row. Pretty row means they all stood in a straight line. All the 7 fairies wore their colorful gowns and they appeared in the sky. Wiped the clouds' tears all away. So what the fairies did now? They came, they appeared in the sky and they wiped up all the tears of the clouds with their gowns. And then from out the sky, upon a line the sunbeams made, they hung their gowns to dry. Now, what did they do, children? They wiped the tears of the clouds. So when we wipe the tears with a cloth, what happens? It gets wet, right? It gets wet. When you dip a piece of cloth in water, what happens? It gets wet. So what do? You dry them off. In the same way, the 7 little fairies hang their gowns, gown means dresses, in front of the sun rays to dry them off. Students, I hope you all enjoyed the poem. Now I want you all to read the poem at home and enjoy it too. Till then, thank you, bye bye, take care, and most importantly, stay home and stay safe.